Greetings comic book fans and welcome once again to the Dude Cave. I'm Jason and this is Dude's Comic Haul, my weekly video where I share with you the brand new comics I picked up today on officially the best day of the week, New Comic Book Day. I've got 13 books today to share with you, 11 off my order, 1 off my order from last week that came in this week, and 1 I picked up off the shelf. So first things first, off the shelf this week I got Captain America White, issue number 1. This is a new 5-part miniseries from Marvel, written by Jeph Loeb and art by Tim Sale. I flicked through it, which is always a thing you shouldn't do. If you're in two minds about a book and you're kind of thinking, should I be spending this money, don't flick through it. That no good comes of that. But yeah, I like the look of the art flicking through it, and it was a $4.99 book, but it definitely feels thicker than your usual book, so you're definitely getting plenty of bang for your buck. I don't have an idea what it's about, other than it's got Steve Rogers as Captain America and appears to have young Bucky in as well. So I'm looking forward to getting into this one. I don't know if I'm going to get the next issue. I'll know once I've read it. If I like it, I'll add it to my order. It's a 5-part mini, but I think it comes to a close at the end of November. So it's not too long term. It's only like adding it for 3 months. We then have Unity issue number 22. This is from last week. I think it should be the conclusion to the Warmonger story. It certainly feels like it should anyway. But yeah, I've been enjoying this story. Like the character of Warmonger, I think that's a clever idea. Really looking forward to seeing how they're going to tie that one up. Then from the books from this week we have Black Canary issue number 4. Been really enjoying this series. Last issue ended well with the former lead singer of the band taking Ditto and kind of kidnapping her and going off, not realising she's putting herself and Ditto at risk. Really been enjoying it. It's been a lot of fun, and I got the Green Lantern variant. I like how DC have a theme to their variants each month. I think that's a good thing to do, and kind of makes you kind of want to get them, you know, because I'm not usually into my variants, but I do like how DC do that kind of theme. We then have Martian Manhunter issue number 4. Totally not what I was expecting, but that's probably part of why I'm loving it so much. Last issue felt like a lot of the story started to come together, and yeah, really enjoying that one. We then have Superman Wonder Woman issue number 21. Again, this is the Green Lantern variant, celebrating Green Lantern's 75th birthday. Again, this was really good. This has been a really good series. I'm enjoying the Superman books right now. That each one, while they're dealing with the same thing, Clark Kent being revealed to be Superman, they're each having a different kind of side to that whole thing. So yeah, and I've been enjoying this one, and I'm looking forward to seeing what is Wonder Woman going to do to Lois Lane, because that's where it ended last issue. Then another new number one this week. It is Tokyo Ghost, written by Rick Remender, art by Sean Murphy, colours by Matt Hollingsworth. Like, the creative team alone is worth buying this book for. It was $3.99, which sometimes the Image books are a bit cheaper, but it's an all-star creative team and it's set in the future, so like, I'm sold. We then have Age of Apocalypse issue number 4. I found the first couple of issues, it was kind of a contest between trying to lay down what had happened in the past while trying to move the current story forward, and I found at times the two stories kind of impeded each other. Last issue, everything just clicked into place. It was really great, and Apocalypse of all people unleashed the legacy virus, so now the mutants are going to lose their powers because Apocalypse wants to see survival of the fittest. So I like that twist to the story, and I'm really intrigued to see where we're going to go now. We then have House of M issue number 3. Some of the scheduling of these books, you'll have some that are monthly, and some of these Secret Wars books will come out every 2 weeks. It's strange how the scheduling has happened. We had a lot happening last issue. You had the attempted assassination of Magneto. You had Scarlet Witch trying to protect her children. You had Quicksilver and Namor trying to hoist Magneto from power and take over the House of M. So there's a lot going on here, and makes it a really enjoyable book, because there's just always action. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. We then have the Infinity Gauntlet issue number 4. This is one of the books that seems to be coming out once a month. I'm loving how they write Thanos here. He's been very cunning. And I think there's going to be some big reveals by the end of this series, because I've got kind of theories about the different characters. But yeah, enjoying this one so far. We've then got Star Wars Lando, issue number 4. This has been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. I didn't expect to enjoy it, much like the Princess Leia mini. I didn't expect to enjoy that, and I did. And this was another one like that, and it's been a really good story so far. And I'm definitely intrigued to see how's it all going to end up. Sticking with Star Wars, we have issue number 9. It won't be no surprise by now or spoiler, but this character on the front cover is Han Solo's alleged wife. At first you thought, oh Han, you dirty dog, I don't like this. But like last issue, it kind of, there may be more to the story than we first thought. And I'm looking forward to finding out, hopefully this issue, what that is. Whether they'll drag it out through a whole story arc, or whether we'll find out this issue, we will wait and see. We then have Bloodshot Reborn, issue number 6. This kicks off a new story called The Hunt, which is unusual. Usually Valiant story arcs are 4 issues long, so it's going to be interesting that. But I've been enjoying what they've been doing with Bloodshot. I think it's been good, and it's been a typical Valiant book where it started okay and it's just got better and better. So to now it's like, yeah, I'm well excited to see what's going to happen next. And our final book, it is Rye, issue number 10. Another book I'm really enjoying. Last issue I was really amazed how they were able to get round all the characters and give them time without it feeling like you're channel hopping, and they did a really good job of balancing that out. That's going to be the challenge for this book every issue, is kind of giving everybody just enough story. I would recommend this because it's a good book, but I would kind of warn you, if you're going to jump into this book, pick up the trades for back issues, because while we do every issue get a really good kind of story so far bit, there's a lot of stuff that won't be there, and that you won't totally get. Who's this character? What's up with this character? You won't get everything unless you've kind of been reading it all the way through. I know I kind of jumped on this book, I think it was around issue 6, and I read issue 6 first, and then I managed to get the first 5 issues, and I read those issues and I was like, it makes a lot more sense to me now. So I think it's definitely one of those books you need to be reading from the beginning. So those are my books for this week. I've dropped some books. I've got like one eye on October, November, where there's a lot of books I want to pick up. So I'm looking at books I can drop. So far I've dropped Robin, Son of Batman. The reason I dropped that was I saw in December there's going to be a lot of Robin stuff, and like kind of, I think December's a tough month anyway financially for anybody, because you've got Christmas presents to buy, you've got Christmas parties to go to, you've got Christmas shopping, you know, getting food and decorations in, like more food than you'll eat over Christmas, but it's that kind of tradition. You go out and you buy far too much food. So you've got all that kind of stuff going on that's going to be taking your money away anyway, and more stuff than usual. And then, you know, you have the comic companies, oh, we're going to bring out extra comics because it's Christmas. And you're like, what? Why not wait till January or February when people have recovered from Christmas? They're trying to hit them, you know, at Christmas time, you know. And they're doing, if I got this right, they're doing a Robin series, and they're bringing kind of like a Robin book out. Then it's going to carry on through a bunch of books. Then you've got a couple of books that are kind of connected to it, but not the direct story. And then you've got another extra book they're bringing out to conclude it. Kind of like they did with the whole Robin Rises business. It's kind of like that again. And, you know, I didn't want to get sucked into buying extra books. So I thought, you know, I'm going to drop Robin now, so I don't get tempted at all. Because I'm trying to stay away from getting Batman and Robin Eternal. And so I'm going to stay away from this Robin event as well. The idea being maybe in the new year, when they eventually bring out the trade, I'll get the trade. Hey, maybe not this Christmas, but the following Christmas, I could put that Robin trade on my Christmas list. But yeah, anywho, I'm dropped Robin, Son of Batman. I've dropped Constantine the Hellblazer. Nothing really that wrong. It just was there were more other books that I was more excited about than that book, so I dropped it. Cyborg, which the first 2 issues were a bit disappointing. I really wanted to love that title and support it, but it was disappointing, so I dropped it. Wolf I've dropped. I liked the first issue, certainly the second half of the first issue I really enjoyed, but last issue I just didn't think it went anywhere interesting, so I decided to jump off already. And I think that's it so far. I was gonna drop Injection, but I decided in the end to keep it, just because the last issue I enjoyed it. Things started to click for me with it. Where previously I just found it a bit confusing and you needed to read it in a chunk to kind of absorb it. But the last issue I thought did redeem it a bit, because things certainly started to make sense and we started heading in a direction. So I'm going to give Injection a little bit more time and see how that goes. So yeah, those are the books I've dropped. There's nothing else. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of books coming up in October and November, so there may be more books I'll drop. At the moment, those were the obvious books from my pull list that I looked at. I thought, yeah, these can go. So yeah, that's that done. Thank you for watching my video. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video, please give me those beautiful thumbs up. I will be back on the weekend sometime with a review video. And then I'll be back next Wednesday, possibly Thursday, with a haul video. There will be a haul video up, but I've got training next week, so I don't know which training I'm doing yet. I'd hoped by now they would have let me know, but I don't know which training. There's a morning shift and an evening shift. The evening shift finishes at 9, so I'll still be able to get my comics, because if I'm on the evening one I won't start till 3:30. So I can go get my comics, chill, and then go do my training. But I won't have time to do a video, where if I get the morning training and I'm finishing about 2:30, 3 o'clock, I can go and get my comics and I'll have plenty of time to do a video and upload it. So depending when my training is, the next week's haul video will be up either Wednesday, maybe Thursday. Anyway, enough of me twittering on. I'm going to go and get a nice cool beverage and read some comics. Thank you for watching my video. Hope you all have a great new comic book day. I've been Jason. This has been Dude's Comic Haul from the Dude Cave. Bye for now.